Hey YouTube, this is Kenny the Messy Soaper coming to you today with in my last video I told you guys about Amy Warden's and Soaping 101 Soap Challenge. So I'm actually going to make a tiger stripe soap, and let's just say I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I got it. So, and I'm trying to be efficient here. So already, oh, can you see that? And I'm trying to film in a different manner. I really can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see everything. So here's my colors. I'm going to do red, which if any of you guys can tell me where to get a true red from, I have the worst time trying to get a true red, then please do let me know in the comments below. And black and white. So, and it's fragrance with sandalwood and cherry. I'm going to try something new. It smells really good, but to me it smells more like cherry than sandalwood. But you know what? We'll see. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so I already have my milks and butters and kaolin clay and all that fun stuff in here. So now I'm going to add my lye water. 1 second. And yesterday, I had like a hell of a day soaping because I was doing a melt and pour for my oatmeal milk and honey, which I actually ended up naming the bee's knees. I was putting a little bit of vegetable glycerin in my melt and pour base, and I had already heated it. And then I knocked over my big bottle of vegetable glycerin, which knocked over my melt and pour all over the stove. So that was a disaster. It took me about 15 minutes to clean that up. And then once I cleaned that up, guys, always just, a word of caution. Do your lye water in your sink. I learned my lesson from doing it on my stove. And normally I'll cover my stove with like cellophane. I have like bags and bags of that stuff. And it's good for, quick cleanups. But I had just put my lye water in my container, which is a glass jar, which you guys just saw, and I always use the same glass jars, which are, sorry about the shake up, which are really just tomato sauce jars, and I keep them in, sanitize those. But however, once I put my lye into my water, it cracked. It didn't break completely, but it did crack, and that scared the bejesus out of me, because I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't know what to do. But thankfully, because it did spill out on the stove, I don't want to shake this up too much, but it did spill out on the stove. But I was able to put it in a measuring cup and carry it to the sink. So from now on, I always do my lye water in my sink. So just in case anything like that happens, it's not going to be anything too crazy, because that is very, very scary. But yesterday, I did fine. I had it in the sink and all that. But what happened was I actually ended up pouring all of my lye beads into the sink and totally missing my jar of water. So thankfully it was in the sink, so it wasn't too scary and too much of a cleanup. But I had some vinegar on hand, so it wasn't too awful. But yeah, yesterday that soap just didn't want to be made, and it's like everything I did, it was working against me. But I got it made, and it's really, really cute. And I stuck it in the fridge because I learned too, I'm sure you guys who soap already knows that, but when you do melt and pour embeds, if your soap heats up, because I always use milks in my soaps, it will melt your embed. So I always pop mine in the fridge overnight and then take it out and let it sit for a couple of hours before I unmold it. So, I'm going to start dividing these off, and I like my clear measuring cups just so you guys can see what I'm doing, but I decided to use these colored ones. What is that? Got a little something in here. Oh, I'm like, what is that? That's actually a piece of palm kernel flake that hadn't dissolved. Oops, it just doesn't want to come out, does it? And I'm going to end up making a massive mess. Okay, there we go. We're good. But I use these cups because I think it'll be a more even control pour if I use these, because they have the little thin spot on the end. So I'm going to try those instead of my clear measuring cups. Alright, so let's get these divided. I hope I'm still in view. Yeah, I'm good. So let's put, I think I'm going to use even amounts, and I'm not going to fragrance my white just because I think it would be better not to, just in case this fragrance oil discolors. I want my white to actually stay like true white. And here's the fun thing, I don't know, because these containers are really, they're much smaller than my normal mixing containers. So I don't know if it's all going to fit in there, because I really would like to use these containers. I mean, if I have to, oh shoot, you see that once again. There we go. Ooh, okay, I'll get that up in a second. But yeah, that's funny. You know, it looks like my clays didn't mix very well in the bottom of this container, but that's okay. I'll mix them up when I do my colors. Yeah, that's me. I'm always pouring stuff all over. It would be a miracle if I actually made a soap without pouring soap on the table. It really would. Okay. I'm trying to move a little bit faster because uploading long videos totally suck. They really do. I mean, you can always go and do something else while you wait, but still, you know, it is a very long process. And then even still trying to edit it down to, you know, a nice time you cut out, because, you know, you have conversation, well, I do, you know, talking to you guys and telling you what's going on and things like that. A lot of stuff I have to cut out because it just makes the video too long. So, that being said, I tried to, you know, have some stuff already prepped before I started filming, which was put my colorants inside of my cups already, my mixing cup. Alright, so let me get that out of the way. And then get this soap off of the table. This was funny. Put that back in there. Yeah. My table's clean. I always sanitize it, so there's nothing funky growing on here. I know some of you probably gasped when you saw me put that back in the container. Alright, so, oh, these things are like super duper full. And while I'm cleaning, I should have just left it because I know I'm about to make another huge mess. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't, so. And I said in my last video that I was going to actually make another soap last night. Yeah, I have lost my mind. And I actually even came in my soapy room and tried to. But I mixed my colorants, and that's as far as I got because I was beat. I said, no, you know what? Because when you're tired, you really shouldn't do anything creative, you know, without risking the chance of screwing it up because you're tired. So, I'm going to go ahead and mix these colors. And I don't need to film that. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter. So, I'll be right back once I have this all mixed in. Okay guys, I am back, and boy, I said that these little containers that I was going to use would make everything so much easier because I can, you know, have more control. This has been a mess. I have spilled more soap than I've ever spilled. Oh my god, well hell, look at it. You can see it's just like soap everywhere. And the colors are not quite the colors I wanted them to be, but you know what? It's okay because I've actually made a soap with these three colors, which were red, black, and white, which was, you know what? I've never actually filmed it because it was, ew. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be any good at this, but let's not be negative already. I just got to get my feel for it, but yeah, I made that soap. It was called India. If you look on my Facebook, yeah, it's actually on my Facebook or my Etsy. Nope, it's not on Etsy anymore. It's still on my Big Cartel site because I plan to make it again. It's just sold out. But yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work out. But there's only one way to find out. And I said I wasn't going to put any fragrance oil in my white, but I did anyway, just because, I don't know, it just feels like something's off if you don't fragrance it. But okay, enough of the talking. I'm going to go ahead and get this going because my base has really thickened up, and that's no joke. But my soap batter. Yeah, and I thought these cups would be like really good for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think so. So yeah, I don't think they are that great. I should just use my other cups, but it's not too late, but I'm just not wanting to. Oh yeah, I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of tiger stripe this is gonna be, so this might be a tiger stripe fail video. But I don't know, I just thought that the thinner spout on these cups would make it so much easier to pour, but as you can see, that is not the case. Let me pound this down a little bit. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I will try this again until I perfect it just because I'm that way. And I'm not going to say that this is not going to turn out nice because it just might, but I really wanted it to be thinner, you know, thinner stripes instead of big ones. But, oh well, I think, yeah, this batter is like really super thick. And I think it is, oh, you know what? I know exactly what it is. I forgot cherry does accelerate, and I don't care. Maybe you guys have had like a different experience, but I don't care what fragrance oil supplier that I use. I always have issues with cherry accelerating trace. Yep, this is not going to. I don't know what this is going to be, but you know what? I'm going to roll with it. It's like a cow print or something. A little bit of red in it. Which, okay, I can work with that. But it does kind of look like cow print, which I did plan to make a cow print soap, but this is not it because I don't know of any cows out there who have red patches. But, oh well, I'll make it work. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it is most certainly this cherry. I should have just done just sandalwood, but I kind of wanted to have a twist and just instead of plain sandalwood. Although I love sandalwood. But, I did want to, you know, give it a little twist, but I totally forgot because I had this 16-ounce bottle of cherry and it's been sitting there for the longest. And I'm like, why haven't I used that? Now I remember why. Because it does thicken up my batter. And I actually, like I said in my last video, I master batched my oils for 4 different loaves of soap. And this is the exact same as my deer hunting and my bee's knees, but this is way thicker. But I'm gonna make it work, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. It'll just come out being something else. So maybe this is not the tiger stripe challenge. Oops, yeah, I'm just throwing soap everywhere. I hope I didn't knock you guys around too much, because I tried to put the tripod at a different angle where you're not catching my arm, you know, because I always seem to have my arm in the way. But by me putting it, you know, at the top of my mold, now I can't really see what I'm doing. But it's cool. Okay, sorry, gotta shake it up again. And then, like my other mold, my silicone mold, which I love, I normally use that, but my bee's knees is still in there, so I couldn't, it's not ready to come out yet. So, and I didn't really want this soap to be a tall, skinny mold type soap, so I used the one that I made, which actually is a 5-pound loaf, and I didn't want to make, nor did I make enough soap for a 5-pound loaf. So we improvise. That's what we do. So I try to, you know, make a little stop at the end of it, and I think it'll work just fine. But yeah, I just wish this batter was a little more fluid. Like I said, it might end up looking really cool, so I'm not gonna fuss too much about it. And I know the next time that I do this, which I will because I think it's a very cool looking soap. I will not be using these little itty bitty containers anymore because they are more of a headache than I expected them to be. So, alright, let's see. And yesterday too, I did make my cat. You know what? By me editing down my videos, I'm not always sure of what I said in other videos. So if you guys heard this already, please disregard it. But I made a hot process soap for my cat because, yeah, and I know you say hot process soap or you're bathing your cat. Yeah, I'm bathing my cat. Yes, does he love it? No, but he needs it because he has the like driest winter skin, and he just bites and bites and chews to the point he's chewing holes in his back. So, and he goes through this every winter. So I said I'll make him a good soap. I made him a soap with oatmeal, coconut milk, and olive oil. And when you guys make pet soaps, please, please, please look online and see which oils are safe for pets, because there are actually some oils that will, you know, harm or kill your animal. Like I found that you cannot make soap or even give your dog avocados because it will poison them. So for those of you who did not know that, now you know. You know, what's always the best for us isn't the best for our pets, even though we want to give them the best, you know, but you just got to be careful of what you're putting on their little skin. I think I'm still going in the right pattern, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to get too exotic, just something that'll stop him from eating holes in himself. And he does not know yet that he's going to take a bath, but he will know soon enough. So, like I said, he's not a big fan of the bath, but he will let me bathe him. Hunter, not so much. He gives her a bath and end up taking off running completely bone dry. But he knows that mom is not going to tolerate all that foolishness, so he'll let me bathe him. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what type of tiger stripe this is going to be, but let's just not even call it tiger stripe anymore. Let's just call it I don't know what to call it. I won't know what to call it until I see it cut, because right now this is anything but a tiger stripe. So that's okay. Because did I expect to nail it my first time? No, I did not. But we're gonna make it work. Ooh, see, and then it's crazy because this cream color was like the thickest, and now all of a sudden it's like super duper loose. So red. Yeah, and I hope that I've seen, you know, I think it's just this red color. I've had troubles with this before where it looks like it's kind of rising a little bit, and when it's actually not. And I stick blend my oils in very, very good. Not my oils, my fragrance oil. Because I'm thinking that's what caused my, come on. Yeah, that's what caused my batter to ooze oil after, my soap, Jesus. My soap to ooze oil after. So I think I'm going to, even though I said I wasn't going to do that again, but I do believe I'm going to oven process this just so that way I can force gel. But you know what, I'll know, because I know the science last time was it actually, the fragrance oil, or some oil started to separate before I was even done making the soap. And it was just kind of, my soap was kind of floating around in it. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that in my bad gingy. Sorry about that. In my bad gingy soap, that's what happened. And you could actually see it, you know, when I was filming the end results of the soap. You can see it. So I'm just going to keep an eye out on this one to make sure it's not doing the same thing, but it kind of, the batter just kind of looks the same. However, if this isn't tiger stripe, I think it's going to be a cool looking soap anyway, because I really do like the way it looks so far. Get this a bit stirred, because like I said, kind of like it gets that rice looking, or that ricing look, and that's when I did know. And that's how Bad Gingy got its name. It didn't come, you know, because of the face that I gave the one gingerbread that looked like it was mad, but it got the name Bad Gingy because it was leaking oil after I made it. So and I said, "You bad gingerbread soap," and that's how I came up with the name. Ew, yeah. Me in straight lines? Nope. Oop. See what I mean? Okay. Like I said, I'm past the tiger stripe thingy. It's just not gonna work. Ew. Okay. Let's see. I'm just making one big, massive mess. As usual. It's nothing new. Absolutely nothing new at all. This is how I roll. I hope, you know, you guys are getting a good view. I keep tiptoeing and looking to see if you guys can see. I know you can't see the whole mold because it's fairly long. But I try to get it in view where you can see, you know, the majority of it. And that is so funny because this cream color was the one I feared the most wasn't going to behave if I put fragrance oil in it. And it's actually behaving quite lovely. This is my activated charcoal, and this red, or not really red, but a rust color. It's the one that's the thickest. Yeah, and I know every time I bang this down, it's just like shaking up the table. I am so sorry. I know I apologize about that every single time, but I haven't figured out how to fix that yet. So, I'm working on it. So just bear with me. And I keep throwing these darn spatulas right in the soap batter. Okay. Okie dokie. Hunter, she has some friends over, and she actually cooked, you know, for everyone. And right when I was just about to, my lights are ready to go into my soap, she goes, "Mom, you want some food?" And I say, "Yeah," but I couldn't, you know, eat because I didn't want my temperatures to change too much. So that food is smelling quite delicious, and I'm like, oh my God, I would love to have some of that right now, but it'll be there when I'm done, so I have to wait. But my stomach is growling. If you guys hear any strange noises, that's probably what it is. Okay. I do like this. You know, yeah, it is not what I wanted it to be, but I do like the look of it so far. I'm just really concerned about this batter that keeps getting this ricing look. And then, like, once I stir it, it comes out. But it just reminds me too much of Bad Gingy, how Bad Gingy was doing. And I end up getting that, you know, oozing oil. And my soap floating around in oil, should I say. Should just do. Yeah, I'll do that because it's not really making too much of a difference. Okay. Alright, yeah, I plan to make quite a few soaps, at least 4 more, while I'm on vacation from work for the holiday break. I go back to work on the 5th, and today is the 27th. So I'm going to have a blast making soaps while I can. You know, and I do make soaps on the weekend, you know, while I'm working. Sorry. Yeah, I do make soaps on the weekend, even though I work full-time. But it's just so much fun to be able to make soaps non-stop. You know, you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta go to work the next day, so I can't make this many soaps, or I can't really do anything very elaborate because I have to go to bed. So I'm enjoying myself. I really, really am. Okay. I'm getting down to the last bits of this soap. And yeah, I probably just have to spoon it in because it's not flowing very well anymore. So okie dokie. Okay. Oh my God, guys, I am starving. That food smells amazing. Because Hunter, even though she's 16 years old, she can cook her hiney off. Her mom taught her well. Yes, I did. But yeah, she can really, really cook. And so right now it's smelling amazing in my kitchen. And I want to eat so bad. But I'm almost finished, so I will be eating very soon. I just need to tell my stomach to be quiet so you guys can't hear it. I actually got some great news, something that's huge for me that's coming up. And oh, let me make sure I'm still recording. Okay. Yeah, I got some great news, and it'll all be finalized after the first, if it's still going to go through, which I do believe that it is. And it's like pretty cool news. So I don't want to tell you guys yet until I know for sure, and it's signed and sealed and it's all good to go. But I will be sharing that awesome news with you all, once I get it all finalized. I won't say when, but you will be the first to know. So I'm like super excited about that. And it's just so cool when you have dreams for your soaping business and then it actually starts to take a turn and go in the direction of, what you planned for it all along. So it is a very, very good feeling. Oh, that is not even close to being straight. Okay. I did say I was gonna use a spatula because that was like squiggly. That's not even, like I said, not even close to being straight. Okay, a little bit more red, which I don't know how far we're gonna go on that one because it's not much left. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the end of it all. It does smell really good, and honestly, it doesn't even smell like sandalwood anymore. It just kind of smells like cherry, but cherry is a very overpowering fragrance to me anyway. Everything I mix with cherry, all you end up smelling is cherry, which I don't mind, because I do love the smell of cherries. But I think, I don't know, I think this is just one of those fragrance oils that I'm going to have to stop doing unless it's something that I don't care, I'm not trying to do anything very elaborate. And the swirl pattern doesn't really matter because it does accelerate trace. Most certainly so. Okay. I think I should make that a little bit thicker just because I don't want to end up with more black and then have this big black top and no other colors on the top of it. Put a little bit more right there. Alright, one more bang, guys. And I'm trying to keep this mold, it's working, as far as not oozing out the back. But every time I bang it, it moves, it shifts. This little block I have in the back. Alright. Yeah, I do like it. It is not, it isn't a tiger stripe or tiger swirl, but I still like the way it looks. And I'm not just saying that because I bombed this tiger stripe. I actually do like the way it looks because I'll tell you if I don't like something. And a lot of times if I make soaps and I don't like them, I won't film them. I actually made a soap called Hippie Chick. I think I told you guys about the whole story, how that came to be. And I did not like the way it looked because it was lavender vanilla and it turned my lavender, which is supposed to be like a lilac color, it turned it dark, dark purple. But it ended up being really, really cool looking, in the end. But that wasn't what I had planned. So like a lot of soaps that I don't like, even though I film them, I won't upload it just because I'm just very picky about what I deem good and what's not. If it's not up to my standards, no one will ever see it. But I had not planned to sell this soap at all, and people loved it. Oddly enough, they did love it, and so it sold pretty well because I wasn't big on the whole lavender vanilla fragrance, and I have to learn. I really do have to learn that. Kenny, guess what? It's not about what you like. It's not for you anyway. So when people request fragrance oils, I sometimes cringe. And of course, I'll never tell them I'm not making that because it stinks. It's not. It's all about my customers. It's all about what my customers want and whatever they say they want the fragrance to be. Guess what? Kenny makes it. So don't always love it. And I used to love lavender. And then when you start making a lot of products with lavender, or something that you like a lot but it's requested a lot, it gets old real fast. So I wasn't too keen on making the lavender vanilla soap, but it actually ended up smelling pretty darn fantastic. So I was pleased with that. Yep, now, okay, I'm at the scrapings here, which I really wish I had a little bit more red. But, oh well, gotta work with what you got. I'm not gonna put too much black on top of that red just because I don't know what I'm gonna make this top look like. Oops. You know, I'm just notorious for flinging soap. I really am. My goodness. If you are standing near, I will get you. I remember when my mom and I did that one video together. And every time I come near her or grab a spatula, she moved back because she know I will sling soap on you in a heartbeat. When I'm done, I have soap on the blinds. I have it on my tripod, have it on the floor. It's everywhere. And that's why I don't allow my cats, you know, in my soaping room. I mean, which of course I wouldn't anyway, but because I've gotten soap on them too. So if you are in my reach, hell, you don't even have to be in my reach because I'm a pretty good shot with a spatula. I will get you. So just have to be very, very cautious with me around when I have a spatula and soap batter. All right, guys, that's it. Yeah, that's it. And then I'm going to take this off the table instead of, you know, making you guys feel like you're in an earthquake. I'm going to take it off the table and bang it down on the floor just to make sure I'm not having any air bubbles or anything like that. So, yeah, I know oh, okay. So, give me a second and I will be right back. Alright, guys, I am back. I'm just trying to readjust my camera. Alright, got that all tapped down, and I normally have my little stick that I do my swirls with. I have no idea where it's at, so I'm going to use a skewer, which I normally keep one over here too. Just like everything I'm needing right now is nowhere to be found, so uh-oh. But I do have a bunch more, so not a problem. Now if I could just get out the bag with these gloves on. Oops. Oh, jeez. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, I think I got everything. Alright, I'm not going to go deep down in this soap. Well, first I need to clean these sides up just a little bit. You know. And guys, tell me, what do you prefer? Like, silicone molds? Because, yeah, silicone molds are great, but everyone doesn't love them. You know, I do. Some people prefer to use lime molds. Maybe they like the shape better. But I like my silicone molds. Love my silicone molds just because they just give you sharper edges, you know, to your soaps. I love my sharp edges to my soap. Yeah, that's cool. Just trying to get some more of that red to move around. Oh, yeah, guys, I am hungry. Super duper hungry. And one of you requests that I show my kitties. Because I told you I do have 3 cats. Ooh, I think I'm over mixing that one. So let me stop doing that area right there. I have Benny, Sarah, and Lily. Benny is a Maine Coon, and so is Lily. Lily weighs probably about maybe 7-8 pounds. And Sarah, she weighs maybe about 25 pounds, and Benny weighs 36 pounds. He's a big boy. He is a very, very big boy, and that's Mama's baby. Yes, I am the crazy cat lady who needs to really stop swirling this soap in this area because it's going to start to blend in. Ugh. You see, I said I'm going to stop, but look at me. I'm still doing it. Okay, let me, one more. There we go. Just down the middle. Just because I felt like I should do that. Alright, so that is it. I did kind of over swirl that, and I don't, you know what, hold on. I think maybe I can scrape off just a little bit more red to put in there because it is looking kind of funky yunky. But, here's Hunter. She's sneaking in and breaking stuff.
Sorry. Hi, guys.
What's up, kiddo? Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to do a tiger stripe, which this is not a tiger stripe, but
I like it.
Thank you.
It smells good too.
It does. It only smells like cherry though. I did sandalwood, but the cherry kind of faded out the sandalwood.
I like it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm like starving.
Yeah, your food has been done for like.
I know, I'm coming. See, I told you guys I'm like starving and I can smell the food in here and she's coming to tell me like, when are you going to eat?
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to rewarm it, but I just had to get that done and make this even more cloudier. So I'm going to stop. Oh, that's just nasty.
I mean, it looks.
Kenny, what did you
It
do?
doesn't look that bad.
Oof. Okay.
It's just
I need to
the
stop.
bottom
That's what
part
it
is
is.
more mixed than the top.
Yeah, so guys, just don't even look at this section. Yeah, don't look at that. Just look at this. All right, that's it. I'm finished. I'm very, very curious to know what this is going to look like, but give you guys an up close view of where I overly swirled it. And this is the rest. And this one is called, can you see that? Yeah. I said I was going to name this Hauntingly Beautiful. Why? I don't know. It just kind of, the color said that's what it should be named. So, and Hunter said it works. So, therefore, that is the name of this soap, and I am tearing up my table. And on that note, guys, on that note, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Please thumbs up, subscribe, and like this video, and share. Did I say share? Probably, but yeah, share it. So, on that note, until next time, I see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
See you later.